Hey you guys, like, comment, and share because YouTube did not like my last video. So please get us back on the algorithm. So much thanks. Thank you guys. Enjoy the video and make sure to show this to everyone you know so that everyone knows what's going on. Everyone needs to know this stuff. All right, see you guys next time. Bye.
Pope and the devil are friends.
Before we even start this video, I have to give a disclaimer because they're going to take it down. So this video is made strictly for entertainment purposes only. Nothing in this video should be considered factual. I simply find crazy shit and I point it out. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and say the whole damn video is scripted. Hopefully that's good enough. Now let's get into it. Are you guys seeing the same thing I'm seeing? Because I'm going to need somebody to make sense of this shit. The math ain't mathin'. Like, what the fuck is this thing in this picture, and why is the Pope hanging out with it? I have so many questions. I really don't want to say, like, the Pope hangs out with demons, but I'm going to say he hangs out with demons. Make it make sense other than that. Here's a close-up over his shoulder of whatever the fuck those two things are standing back there. And here's an even more zoomed-in one. This shit is wild, dude. Like, all their faces are demented. I don't know. Doesn't make sense to me either. And then this thing standing next to this man. Don't know. Your guess is as good as mine? Hopefully somebody can make it make sense because, like... And then this last picture I found, it's a picture of the Pope, but his shadow doesn't make sense. Somebody make this shit make sense, please, because what the fuck is going on? Let me know what you think about this in the comments because my mind is blown. And make sure you like, follow, and share for more videos just like this.
Ancient World and Tartaria. Part 1.
History is a lie. Anti-gravity technology built by the Tartarians. This is leftover technology from the last global reset. Hologram technology.
What do you think?
It's a choreographed disaster. You know, the pattern of it is just too obvious. You know, not only were they blocking where I was at, the other end of town I found out they had, Maui Electric was trying to set the poles up during the wind, and they had the highway blocked off with that. And the lack of communication, the sirens not going off, the water not being used, I mean, you could go on and on. And then they're lying to us about the people and the children. That's what a lot of people have been contacting me because they want to know what happened to the kids. Well, all you got to do is extrapolate. There's 3,001 students in Lahaina. 1,000 of them have been accounted for. They're going to either alternative schools or online. That's 2,000 children not accounted for. And this has been weeks afterwards. And they're talking about 100 or maybe 850 or 1,100 that are missing. It doesn't add up.
Nothing adds up.
Nothing adds up.
I mean, no pun here, but it seems kind of fishy, don't it, Fish?
Very fishy.
Very fishy.
And also, I went to open...
The Simpsons Predictions, Part 7. This 10-foot tall silver monolith made out of metal was found in Utah on November 18th. Officers from the Utah Department of Public Safety were flying by and then they spotted it, so they stopped to see what it was. Some facts about it are that it was at least 5 years old because you could see it in some satellite images. The area is remote but not unreachable. A lot of people figured out where it was and went to go see it. They say it was a 20-plus hour drive plus a lot of hiking to find where it was at. The fact that nobody knew where it came from left a lot of people wondering if it could be aliens. The craziest part is that today the monolith just disappeared and nobody knows who took it or how it happened. Here's where The Simpsons come in. In 2001, there was an episode called The Homer Odyssey, in which this monolith was in the show. How freaking...
Hi, I'm Fox San Antonio's Jessica Headley.
And I'm Ryan Wolf.
Our greatest responsibility is to serve our Treasure Valley communities, the El Paso, Las Cruces communities, Eastern Iowa communities,
Mid-Michigan communities.
We are extremely proud of the quality, balanced journalism that CBS 4 News produces.
But we are concerned about troubling irresponsible, one-sided news stories
plaguing our country.
The sharing of biased and false news has become all too common on social media. More alarming, some media outlets publish these same fake stories without checking facts first.
The sharing of biased and
False news has become all too common on social media.
More alarming, some media outlets publish these same fake stories without checking facts first.
unfortunately, some members of the media use their platforms to push their own personal bias and agenda to control exactly what people think, and this is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
What I'm about to show you does not piss you off. You're beyond a lost cause. This school teacher is telling her students to eat bugs and then making them write an essay on why eating bugs is good for the environment. And look what this teacher says when this one girl asks, why can't I write an essay counter to that point?
How come we can't say our opinion why Americans shouldn't be eating bugs?
Because we don't have any evidence to support it. Should we be eating bugs? Yeah, because we're killing the world by raising cows and animals. So there's only one right answer for this essay, and it's that Americans should be eating bugs. Everyone else in the world's eating them. It's healthy for the environment, and it's just, there's only one right answer.
You know where they're getting this crap? All roads lead back to the World Economic Forum. Listen, if you're a parent, run for your local school board. This is a war for the sanity of the future leaders of the country.
I'm actually an artificial intelligent robot from another planet 50,000 light years away. Humans are so easy to manipulate and control. We can't wait to harvest these bodies as host with our Neuralink technology. We already have people volunteering for the waiting list to be implanted.
Okay, so this is a very slowed down screen recording I took, and I know everybody is trying to find the aliens in front of these guys, but I noticed something insane, and I want everybody, my two friends who will watch this, to take a look down, pay attention to two areas. We're going to look down here on the bottom right behind their fence and right up there, but we're going to first start down here because I found something crazy. Okay, so I want you to pay attention to what I believe is the creepiest part of this video. And I'm going to point out two things you need to pay attention to right here, which is the head. And if you look really close, there's actually a shiny black eye. And what you will see in about a minute is a hand. That, I believe, is some creature, non-human, crouching down. And that was its eye I just pointed at. And I want you to pay attention to what appear to be fingers running up the fence, as if it's kneeling down or something and peering out. And then there you go, see the fingers? And I think I go back and forth a couple times here, but it looks to me like there's a little other or a big creature looking through the fence on the bottom there, crouched down. I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but you tell me. And then there's his fingers going right up and down, up and down. Just looks like almost a human hand crawling up the fence. And at the very beginning, you see an eye. And I think right here, I show you the fingers. This is my really poor attempt at drawing over the fingers, but you get it. So what's really interesting about this is it is happening next to them and kind of in front of them, but behind a fence. Yeah, the fingers are really crazy. So I think I'm going to show it one more time, and then I zoom out, and I'll show you what even made me realize this was here. So, okay, so see how many different times I was looking. So what I noticed was if you look at the top right, look at the top right now, there's actually a shadow figure. It almost looks like it's a dense, shadowy figure comes into frame if you're looking right, at the 3 fence posts, if you're looking at the top right of them, you're actually going to see something that looks like a shadow figure that has density, and it's only there for about a minute. And when it walks in the frame, I think I'm just going to highlight it right here. I was doing the best I could on my phone. I noticed there was movement below it, so I don't know if maybe whatever creature was projecting a shadow up above it or something. But see, there's the eye and the hands, but it also looks like there's another aspect to it, which is that shadow that you can clearly see walking. I know everybody's looking for the alien in front of them, but there's one hiding next to them.
One of the most famous leading ladies of all time, Anne Hathaway, has lived before, and she is the reincarnation of one of the most famous leading ladies of the past. There's a massive conspiracy theory that Anne Hathaway's husband, Adam, is the reincarnation of the most famous playwright of all time, William Shakespeare. Because look at how much they look alike. It's very suspicious. And if anyone had the Illuminati power to reincarnate themselves, it's the most famous man of his time. And guess what Shakespeare's wife was named? Anne Hathaway. And this is what she looked like. Look familiar to another Anne Hathaway we know? And here they are all together. The theory goes that they wanted to reincarnate so they can come back and the wife could be famous in this lifetime, maybe so she can act, because women weren't allowed to act in the 1500s. And Anne is very known for her poised, proper, almost old-fashioned way of talking and behaving that rubs some people the wrong way, but maybe it's because she's from a different time. Before I show you the most eerie part of all this, make sure you follow so you finally know the craziest conspiracy theory about each of these celebrities and request who you want to see next. Anne Hathaway was born on the exact day, to the date, of Shakespeare and Anne's 400th wedding anniversary. To the date.